San Diego, California. It's week 4 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. San Diego taking on the Brooklyn Beats.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
So pick up a 3. Brings up second.
And Myers has it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Quarterback on the scramble. Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're trying to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
8 yards.
First up, bad teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
He is good.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
3. Aftershocks, nothing.
So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Complete to number.
Call that a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4. And
from the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
Aftershocks, nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up second and
4.
The 42-yard line.
Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Arthur. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the second down throw on target, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Aftershocks, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver and
he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Down and sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 40, a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the carry, this is Scott. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
The ball carrier.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 40 on the carry.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 6.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
First and goal.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both lost. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Scott. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make our score 9-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push. As we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The pass.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Beats.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0.
Beats 12. Aftershocks nothing.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now heading back out there, here's the defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 1.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th. Under pressure, and down he goes.
A big loss on
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. And he comes back with one complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
These guys take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and 9 now. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
quarterback taken down and sacked.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Again, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.